my gosh, this is so different. Hi guys. So we're gonna come live here because I realized something the other day. People don't know about what we offer, and I've had a lot of questions about what Scentsy is. So I figured I'd go live. Hopefully I'm in the right area. Let me see, am I right? Am I right? Somebody comment below so I know where I'm at. Oh, I think I'm live on my regular page. Anyways, guys, I want to introduce you guys to what Scentsy is. I have a lot of people who've never tried it, which blows my freaking mind because, well, I guess it doesn't really, because we found out that only 1 in 1,000 people actually know anything about Scentsy at all. How crazy is that? 1 in 1,000. Even in Boise, Idaho, where they are based, there's like, we had a superstar director who stood in the street and like asked people, like, oh, do you know what Scentsy is? Like, literally, our headquarters is there. Like, there's got to be a ton of consultants, right? There were still hundreds, thousands of people who didn't know what it was. So it's my job, obviously, to educate you guys about what it is. So feel free to share this. I think it's, let me make it public so you guys can share it. Share with your friends, and then tag somebody who you might, who you think might need this info too, okay? So, real quick, what is Scentsy? We were based off of waxes and warmers. Basically, if your house has an issue with smell anywhere, or if you really like your house smelling delicious, we are the company to go to. We replace the typical candle that releases soot and other chemicals into your air and carcinogens, and we are just a warming company. Our warmers warm the wax to a certain degree so that nothing is released other than fragrance, pea oil fragrance at that, and it makes your house smell delicious. Like, you can't get much better than that, right? So what are we based off of? We are based off of warmers. Our warmers there's 2 different types. There's element warmers that do not have a bulb, such as this one, and then there's also warmers that have bulbs, like this one back here. They sometimes have a glow, like this one has the cute windows that show, and others are full ones that glow, and they're absolutely gorgeous. So they warm these things called, what we call wax bars. These are this is a wax bar, okay? It comes with 8 sections. Thank you, Alex. I actually got up really early today and got ready. We were gonna go to the dollar store. Don't ask me why I get ready for the dollar store. Gotta feel good, right? So this is a wax bar. They smell absolutely delicious. This is my favorite, Perfectly Pomegranate. It's super duper fruity, but a lot of people are like, if you're not a fruit person, don't go for this one. But we have fragrances for everybody. If you like sweet, if you like man smells, like, oh my gosh, there's one that reminds me of my ex-boyfriend in high school. I just like avoid that one, but it is definitely a fragrant, like, man cologne kind of smell. We have, I think, 5 or 6 full man smells, and they are amazing. So basically how the concept works is you take these little cubes, you could pop out your bar. Most people don't know this, even if you are one of my customers. You can press this little, there's this little thing, right, where it says recycle, and the whole bar comes out. It makes it a lot easier than trying to break it in this. So you just break off. And okay, so a little bit about our wax. Our wax is a paraffin, or a food grade paraffin wax. So it is non-toxic. I have a kid that likes to get into everything, guys, everything. So if she were to eat this, she might get a little bit of an upset stomach, but it's not poisonous to her. And that's what they are about. They are about safety, which is why when the wax warms, it only warms to body temperature. So if you were to spill it on yourself, dip your hand in it, whatever, it does not burn. You would just, it feels like bath water, to be honest. I've done it live during parties. I'm like, look guys, and you know, people are probably like, oh my god, but it does not burn. So that's one of the wonderful things. It's non-toxic. It's food grade paraffin wax. It's incredible. Because we use a food grade paraffin wax, it can hold up to 40% more fragrance. When you hear people that gush about Scentsy and they're like, I used to buy XYZ kind of wax and it doesn't smell the same. I'm like, of course it doesn't, because this stuff literally holds more fragrance, so of course it's going to be more potent and have better smells, you know? So you'd pop out the little wax piece, you'd grab whichever warmer. I'm going to demonstrate you on the little, this is one of our plug-in warmers with a tabletop base that is available. So if you want a smaller warmer, you can just buy the tabletop base with the plug-in warmer, and voila. But you just pop it in there, plug it in, and then flip the little switch, and it will start warming the wax. So it starts releasing all of the amazing fragrance into the air. Like when I said the other day that I sold somebody because they just smelled my house, I'm not kidding. My house just smells good because of Scentsy. So that's our mainstay. Our namesake came from waxes and warmers. That's the basis of this company, waxes and warmers. But it goes so much farther than that. Something I'm really proud of, and the reason that I hopped on the train too, is because they started getting into diffusers and essential oils, which you guys know are like the bee's knees for everybody these days, right? So this is our incredible diffuser. This is the base. What you would do is you fill the base with water. There's a little line. You'd fill it up to a certain degree. Then you put this on the top. And then you also, when you buy a diffuser, you get one shade. The shades are interchangeable. So if you wanted a different shade, you could buy this one for spring, summer, and then have one for fall, winter. But the shade would just pop right on top. I should plug it in because you guys really, you have to see these to truly believe how magical they are. When you fill the basin with water, you're gonna drip a couple of drops. I say a couple. You're supposed to put 3 to 4. I put like 12. I'm not gonna lie. My oils don't last me very long because of that. But you put a couple things of oil in there, and then you're gonna turn it on. Let me show you what it looks like. In fact, I even have water here, so I could probably show you the whole thing. It uses a nebulizer, I believe. I'll have to look up the full thing, but it is my favorite. This is my second one because I'm crazy about them. They have a lifetime manufacturer's warranty. So if one day they just stop working, you're covered. Like that to me, it means the world because I've seen the ones on Amazon or eBay or whatever. And people are like, well, these ones are great. I'm like, yeah, you're gonna have to buy those like 4 times though, so you might as well just invest in one that's amazing. So yeah, pressing it once. Oh, this is gonna be nice because you might be able to see it because so it pumps out a lot, right? And then one more click, it's gonna go into low. So that's low, okay. And then the last click is intermittent. It's 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Anyways, so let's get to the reason that there's these beautiful shades. And I'll turn this on so you guys can see it while it's on too. When you press it once, it's gonna be this is Enchant, by the way. It has so many colors. I don't even know if they'll come up in the video, but it's absolutely beautiful. So first is high, second is low, third is candle flicker. And then if you press and hold, it's gonna go through, I think it's 17 LEDs, 13 LEDs? Maybe I need to get my life together. But look how beautiful. It'll go through all of the colors. Or if you're like, man, I'm really digging this pink, you can just leave it on the pink, right? So, I don't know if you guys can see, it makes it look super smoky and amazing. But, so it's all water, and it's cool mist, and for us in Arizona, it's ideal because it's dry here. So running these makes my house pretty, not humid, but keeps it at a good amount of humidity, because if you don't have humidity, your nose dries up, guys. So this is our beautiful diffuser, and that's the second kind of way that you can scent your house. Coming up next month, where did I put the little pamphlet? We're actually getting a third different type. They came out with this because people were like, we need something portable, like we can't bring something to plug in everywhere, right? And Scentsy listened, so they created the Scentsy Go. The Scentsy Go, if you know any teachers, tag them below. Seriously, tag them below because they are going to be so happy to hear. Teachers cannot have things that plug into the wall. They can't have element warmers. They can't have light bulb warmers. They can't have anything like that in their classrooms. So this is an option for them. It is a small, it's about the size of a Coke can. I've literally held it to my face. I was like, took a picture because, you know, selfies, whatever. So it's a Scentsy Go. It runs on a battery, so it is chargeable. It has a USB thing micro USB thing that you plug in, and it has 40 hours of fragrance just based on one charge, and then 120 hours of fragrance for each pod that you put in. It runs off a fan, from what I understand, so it's a little fan at the very bottom that is powered by the battery. So these are safe. They're made from durable plastic.